Welcome back. Let's find out if we've gotten anything wrong so far. For that, we go to Mike Baker. So, Mike, what do you have besides sculpted biceps and a finely toned chest?
That's pretty much it. Sculpted biceps and a finely toned chest. But I find that you really don't need anything else other than that. Greg, let me, if I can. I mean, let me just try to tie this all together.
All right.
I'm worried that.
What?
No, stay with me on that.
I am.
I'm worried that sometimes we miss the big picture. And we're not seeing what we're talking about.
I hear you.
So in the weeds. So let's look at it this way, if we could. And thanks to the Fox Graphics department, by the way. This whole ugly mess started with snow.
Right.
Right. And this is a snow truck.
Right.
No, stay with me.
Yeah, I am.
From the snow, we went to a union leader who was upset with this man.
Yeah.
Who we know as the mayor.
Right.
Yes. And the mayor was going to demote a lot of this man's people.
Right.
All right. So that made this man's people unhappy, which unfortunately made this man unhappy. He says the idea that they would do a slowdown is hogwash, which brings us now to this man, who's another union boss.
Boss. Right.
Right.
That's two union bosses.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So you see what I'm talking about here. Now, let me just try to bring this in.
We need more pictures. That's
This is the union logo. Now, if you can see right here on the Teamsters union logo,
yes,
you'll find that
it's coming
looks
together
remarkably like Applejack.
Yes.
From My Little Pony.
Right.
Oh. Okay. So now, the mayor, when he was younger, owned a My Little Pony.
Yes. What?
Now,
he did.
What I'm doing here now is I'm bringing it over to SEIU.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what they are, but I've been told that they might have something to do with this.
Right.
And I just want to point out this picture, which now we can't really see it, but this is the president with another union leader.
No way.
What?
So if you follow what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I am.
We take it over to the B block. And in the B block, we find out, if we can come in a little bit closer, we find out that this man lost his penis.
Right.
Oh, yes.
All right. Now, oddly enough, this man reportedly sent pictures of a penis.
Right.
Oh.
That's going to be later in the show, Mike.
Right. But we're not actually talking about that. I'm talking about this man.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So you got to say with me.
You might need to circle him again.
So we have a penis issue.
All right, we do.
Yeah.
Okay? Which brings us back around to this situation
yes.
here.
Right.
Now, over here is just a really hot babe who he reportedly sent pictures to of his penis.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a Yale professor, and honestly, I didn't pay much attention to that story at all, if it was even talked about. So I've got another picture of a hot woman here who is actually married to this man.
Yes.
Really?
Who has made a living out of promoting the penis.
Yes, that is true.
So if you see how this all works,
I do.
and for God's sake, people, whatever you do, pay attention.
You've uncovered a conspiracy to end all conspiracies.
Well, that's
this
what
is
I'm
like the
talking about.
Trilateral Commission and the Council on Foreign Relations and the 9/11 truthers and the birthers. It's bigger than everything.
You know what he's doing? He's questioning boldly right now.
Yes.
It all started with some snow.
Yes, it did.
It all started with some snow. Now, before I forget, on the snow story, Wally, you mentioned that you live in Harlem.
You're really gonna do this now?
Yeah.
I know, really.
Yeah. You mentioned that you live in Harlem and there's one shovel.
Right.
Do you stand by that statement?
Yes, I do. Come on up.
Okay. All right. Good. And Greg, you talked about it's like McDonald's and somebody urinating in the fryer. You now realize what you've done is you've now encouraged many youthful slackers who are sitting there right now at the fryer looking and thinking there's no customers. And
no, I do not encourage that. As a matter of fact, everybody knows that McDonald's is my favorite restaurant. So if you were to do that, you would be hurting me, and you don't want to hurt me.
Good point. Bill, you mentioned on the Bobbitt story, the man who lost his penis,
Yes,
that
say that again.
Apparently there was a corps of wiener sniffing dogs.
Yes.
Is that a particular breed?
Yes. It's part dachshund, and part dachshund.
So it's all dachshund. All dachshund all the time.
It's part dachshund and part Bill.
And then finally, Diane, when we're talking about the the Hugh Hefner story. You said that these women are standing in droves to live there. And the question from the viewers then, it was, how many pseudo-skanks are in a drove?
I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I only did so much research. I guess he caught me.
Okay. Well, listen, that's all I've got, Greg. But for God's sake, for the viewers,
Yes.
put it all together. Pay attention.
Yeah. Well, you know, you have more than sculpted biceps and well-toned chest, Mike. You've got a mental illness.
Yes, absolutely.
He has a mental illness.
I'm
But
taking
it
my
makes for a
board.
great
You know what?
halftime report.
It does.
That's it. I'm taking my board. I'm going.
All right. Bye-bye.
I noticed he's bringing the billboard with him.
Yes, he is. I want to see him on the subway with that.
Oh, absolutely.
He's going to be in Times Square tomorrow.
Yeah,
with it.
exactly.
Sometimes I think that is the family that he always speaks of, and yet we never meet.
All right, should we do a story? I think we have time. Is Ashton Kutcher the new Mad Max, or just mad as a hatter? All signs point to the latter in this month's Men's Fitness. Yeah, it exists. Where the star claims his quote, physical fitness regimen is completely tailored around the end. And no, he doesn't mean the end that fits so snugly in his jeans. He's talking about the end of days, people. The apocalypse. Kutcher lists his devotion to martial arts, lots of jogging, and a small arsenal as examples of how he'll be ready when the machines turn on man, or some such scenario. Adds the weirdo, quote again, what happens when all our modern conveniences fail? I'm going to be ready to take myself and my family to a safe place where they don't have to worry. I think he's talking about Bruce's house, right?
Yes.
Let's go live to one of Ashton's many assistants for comment.
而家已經入咗去冰水裡面啦，亦知同時，不如請我哋嘅 model 咧，同埋我哋嘅另外，好啦，不如我哋請咁多位第一組同埋我哋 model，你哋過去攞咗啲。
Swell guy. Hey, you know, what was going on there? Diane, okay, my theory is this is what happens when you marry somebody who was married to John McClane. You know? The die-hard character. He is obsessed with the fact that Demi Moore was with Bruce Willis and that she was with John McClane, the guy that saved the Takahami building.
Yes.
Whoa. Yes. I don't even know if that's the name.
They are big shoes to fill, you know.
Yeah.
I can't blame him for wanting to live up to that. But, you know, what's funny is he was tweeting about this today, apparently, and trying to say that, you know, he was just kind of having fun with the interview. But he never once really denied that that's what he meant. He said, the funny part is I was answering the question, what inspires me to work out? But didn't at all explain away any of these comments that he made.
What do you think, Wally? You think was he just kidding, or is there's something seriously wrong with poor Ashton?
Does he really think that, you know, it's going to be like, you know, a movie like Dawn of the Dead when everyone is going to come after him for his brains or whatever? You know?
They're going to starve to death.
Yeah. But, you know, if he really wants to know what it's like to live, you know, where there's like little to no food or no electricity.
Don't say Harlem.
Hang out in the projects.
No, but he said he did actually, because they, you know, in their big ski house in Aspen or some other luxurious place, they lost power one time.
Go to
That's right.
And they had to go to the grocery store.
Yeah, right.
He saw a preview. He actually said that. He saw a preview.
Wally, I'm sensing a trend here. Harlem and the projects, not a good place.
No. Wait, hold on a second. I'm not saying Harlem is the projects. By far, it's not. Harlem is not the projects. I'm saying go to the projects. I'm talking in the Bronx. I'm talking Lower East Side. Go.
Alphabet City.
Yeah, Alphabet
There you
City. Go to the projects. Then tell me how bad it is, Ashton.
You know, what do you make?
We
Matt,
shovel our own snow.
I actually do stuff like this when I work out. I think of like weird things that have fantasies sometimes involving you. Maybe that's weird. Is
That's
it?
what those roundhouse kicks where you work on your butt.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you have a bad actor, out of work, not making any movies, he's got nothing better to do. He spends all day in the gym. I mean, what do you do? I mean, all day you don't do much. I mean, you're in the gym, you look well.
Thank
and
you.
Ashton Kutcher, Tai Chi together.
Well, you know what he does? He
Tai Chi.
bench presses, and there's a little picture of you on the wall.
Yeah.
And he gets 5 more reps, just like that.
You make me what I am, Matt. Bill, last word. Do you want him on your side in the zombie apocalypse? I would.
You know, we make fun of Ashton. It's easy to.
Yeah.
But this whole story made me sad, because when the apocalypse comes, and it's coming, I'm screwed. I can't fight well. I can't run well. And I'll tell you something, I don't speak Chud. And one thing that people don't seem to realize is that the cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers, they can be reasoned with. And I didn't even take Chudlish as an elective in college. So I'm screwed. They're coming for me first, Greg.
Before I move on, I got to move on. But I want to say this: people don't understand the apocalypse. Just be the bad guy. Be the zombie.
Be the Chud.
Be the Chud. It's like, why do you have to fight? Why are you trying to escape? Why not just join them and then everything's cool? It's like the after.
Do you realize what you've done?
Yeah.
You've created our first Red Eye Self-Help book, Be the Chud.
Yes, exactly.
Be the Chud.
I don't get like why everybody's so worried about these things. Just be the bad guy. Okay, is it possible to be gangsta and have a 101 mile per hour fastball? Diane Macedo explains why she's got 99 problems, but the pitch ain't one.
What?
Yeah. Terrible. What's up? What's up with Brett Favre? More like what's crooked. Am I right, people? Ooh.